You're muted. Okay. You know, this is the perfect segue for, like, designated dialogue with Dave, because it seems to be...
Is it?
Oh, there you go. Now, it was like I was going to be talking to myself the entire time or whatever.
Yeah, 2 hours of Dave talks to himself. Okay.
All right, so... yeah, Oh, wait a minute. You know what? Let me go back over here. Oh, look at that. Oh, the timer says 1 second. I don't know how accurate that is, but I'll get out of studio mode. And let me just make sure something real quick. Studio mode, main,
Sure.
Zoom, Zoom. No, that's that window. Zoom. Oh, there you are. Okay. Wonder why that didn't pop up before. Okay.
So I'm just figuring out that I can link the tablet to my phone number, and then I can send texts and make calls from the tablet. Who knew that was a thing, huh?
Well,
Pretty cool.
sure. All right, now that I'm not playing music, I can bring you all the way up. I think we're ready. Here, actually, let me go a little higher with me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you are. You're way up there now. And yeah, we'll look at that 1 second and just let me just get that out of there.
Look at you. You was popping all that good shit a second ago. Then you got kicked in your chest.
What happened?
The moment I transitioned, I gotta remember, I gotta be up here. The moment I transitioned to this shot, you were gone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So it's like 30 seconds ago, I was looking at you like, you're in the chair, right? And I'm like, okay, transition to scene 2 and an empty chair. Cool. This is how this is going.
Go. Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be that kind of time.
All right.
Ooh.
We're doing a late one. Well, for me anyway.
Yeah. What we're talking about? What 6 o'clock over there?
Yeah, it's just barely 6 o'clock. August 9th, 2021. This is episode 41 of the Rusty Razor podcast, and that's who we are. I changed up your tagline a little bit. It suits you. It actually suits me more than you, but I mean you can relate to it too. So, all right. So,
What is it?
It instead of "Don't at me, bro," it's tacos or GTFO.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Both appropriate.
Yes, very. All right. I am a little concerned. Okay, there we go. Much better. All right. And go over here. What's up, David?
Is Primo here?
No, well, Primo's up here.
Oh, hi, Primo.
You can come say hi to him.
Oh,
Hello.
hi.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Remember, he can't hear you.
Can't hear me, right?
No.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Did you change your shirt?
I'm pretty sure he's changed his shirt at least once in the past 8 days.
Okay.
Eh.
How about that?
All right, buddy, go play, okay? You and your brother behaving? Okay, good. We're throwing it old school today.
Oh, nice. I've got the wake up juice.
Nice. I can't touch that shit.
Oh, yeah, for
I'm
sure.
on heart meds. I can't do energy drinks now.
Right. Boy, how sad.
Yeah, well, not really. I mean, I really didn't need them. I didn't drink energy drinks for the taste of them. I drank them because I'm not scratch.
Right.
I didn't drink energy drinks for the energy part. I drank them because they tasted good.
Huh. I drink them for the energy. Couldn't care less what they taste like.
Be ready to start a live video at 6 p.m. Well, yeah, we're already live, so we're good on that.
There we go. Yeah.
The chat room's open. Make comments, and you'll show up in the chat room, just like that little thing right down there. And I changed a couple things on the screen a little bit over down here because it's reminding me that Primo's got COVID.
Yeah. Probably.
It's reminding me that August 29th down at the Klein in Bridgeport, I'm going to be there. Deuce Bug is putting together a benefit show for CT Mental Health, and Capadonna from Wu-Tang is going to be there. So,
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be an all-day thing. I'm going to be there being pushed around in a cart and hoping that I don't end up back in the hospital. So,
And doing what? Taking pictures or doing what?
I'm doing whatever I'm going to be doing down there. I'm going to be down there for probably at least 8 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But that brings... Oh, shit. I just locked my computer. Fucking shortcut keys. I wonder if that came across on the video.
Probably.
I fucking knuckled the G4 key, which locks my computer, so... So this episode was kind of put together last minute because Primo said, "Hey, I want to do another episode." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I don't really have anything to talk about. I mean, I do have a couple things, purchases
Nice.
mainly, but
Correct.
so but yeah, what do you got to say? Let's give you the floor.
Oh, I have nothing planned at all.
Oh. We're just gonna
So
shoot
we're
the
gonna
shit.
hang out.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the plan.
No, Oliver, I can't see you. Stare at my 5-year-old doing random shit.
Is that a Flash T-shirt?
Yes.
Now can you
Nice.
see me?
My boys are into, well, David mainly, but all my boys are into superheroes now. Like especially, and I got to convert. Especially, I got to convert them to Marvel because.
Right.
But David loves the
Well.
DC or not the extended universe, but the Arrowverse. Like he watches all the shows.
Right.
So
As he should. I mean that.
yes.
Right.
But funny thing is, he hasn't seen any of the Marvel Cinematic Universe with me yet. So I'm basically gonna have to sit him down, strap him to a chair, straight Clockwork Orange, pin his eyelids back, and we're gonna watch Iron Man.
My God. Good luck, dude. Like these kids. Like okay, one of them is older, right?
Yes.
One of them is,
Yes, because they weren't both born at the exact same second.
No. I know. I'm talking. No. I'm talking about the kids here.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. So one's like 19 and one's 11.
Yeah.
So, but it's the same thing. Like, I can't get them to watch anything made past like 2010. Like, if you go back older, like any 80s movies, any kind of 70s movie you try to watch, they don't have the attention span for it. They'll watch like 5 minutes of it, and then they're on their device or they're doing something else. They'll literally walk out of the room and go do something else.
Well, at least you're not trying to educate them on their movies by introducing them straight to American History X.
Right, exactly. I mean, that is a classic.
Put your mouth on the motherfucking curb.
I don't remember how old I was, but I do remember that I probably shouldn't have been allowed to rent that movie because I did it myself. Like I would walk home from school, and on the way there's a video store, so I would stop in at the video store. And we're talking middle school. This wasn't even high school. This was middle school. So somebody made the decision. I brought it up to the counter, and somebody made the decision that was okay. It was probably like in 8th grade, maybe. So that was a great movie. I remember that moment vividly. It's stuck with me. The famous curb stomp scene, right?
Yeah.
Why is I think your video looks frozen.
No, maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe your computer's dead?
Oh, there you go. Now you're moving.
Woohoo!
You've been granted new life.
Yes. Fucking at 40. You're getting a second chance at life. Fuck. Do I have to relive my teenage years again?
Yep.
Damn. I'll pass.
Can you imagine?
No, thank you. Not
Yeah, me too.
not in today's world. Not with fucking social media and infinite data at the palm of your hands. No fucking thank you. Yeah.
Hold on. Sorry.
Oh sure.
Can you cover for a second?
Oh sure. Here. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and shut down Primo. Fucking we'll hide his ass. Now we can't hear him. Actually, no. Now we'll mute him so we really can't hear him. Okay, I can hear him. Good. So that way when he's ready to come back, we'll actually come back to him. So it gives me a chance to say that if you're looking for a podcast to listen to where people are constantly getting high, Smoke Section with Chuck Nichols. Quite a few episodes he's got. And I don't know when the last one he recorded was, but he... Hey, wait a minute. I muted desktop audio, and I still heard you. Oh, because desktop audio is not being broadcast. Wait, hey, Primo, say something? I think he's really gone. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now that's... I don't know. Maybe he'll be back. Maybe he won't. But August 29th, down at the Klein in Bridgeport. I say it like I know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know where the Klein is. I've been to Bridgeport maybe a handful of times, and every time I've been to Bridgeport, it's been to A, either see Chuck Nichols, B, go to the zoo, or C, go to a show. And then there was one time I went and seen Chuck Nichols and ended up at Deuce Bug's house, where we watched Peyton Manning and Norm Macdonald beat the same person. So, yeah. Is he ready yet? Is he good back to go? Nope. He's still just there. All right. So we'll shut him off again. Yeah. See, if I knew I was going to be by myself, I would have put something together. Anyone in the chat? Anyone watching? Listening? Passing the time by? I got some cool sound effects. And...
Unknown caller.
Hey, we got a call. Fuck it. Hello? Hello, hello? Oh, wait, hold on. Bluetooth. Hello? Hello? Is the call going to answer? I'm on a phone call. And, well, fine.
Hello. This is an important message from Bristol Public Schools. Please listen to the entire message.
Good evening, Bristol Public Schools, parents, guardians, and staff. This is Captain Carbone, Superintendent. It is with profound sadness that I share with you the news of an untimely death of one of our students enrolled in Bristol Eastern High School. As you can imagine, student's death is tragic and may generate anxiety and distress in some of our students. As our school community begins to process the news and cope with the grief, we will offer counseling and support services to all of our students and staff. A team of counselors from Bristol Eastern and Wheeler Clinic will provide support to students or staff members tomorrow, Tuesday, August 10th, and Wednesday, August 11th, from 1 to 3 p.m. in the Bristol Eastern High School Media Center. Students and families may drop into the schools to meet with counselors. I'm also providing a resource for ways in which you can speak to your child about coping with death and grief that we hope you find useful. Please reach out to your child's school administrator if you or your child need additional support. Thank you and good evening.
Well, that sure fits Primo's line of work. Sort of. Kind of. Anyway, he's gone. All right. Good talk. So, yeah. The last show I went to in Bridgeport was... I forget what it was called, but it was basically the last thing at that particular venue before COVID hit, and all of a sudden the place shut down. And it was called... was it Acoustic Cafe? I don't know. Fuck, it was so long ago. Maybe I'll get another phone call. Nope, all my shits just say, hey, you should, whatchamacallit, you should, did you take your dinner time insulin? Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and mark that reminder off so it doesn't come at me anymore. Yeah. This might be a short episode. I don't know. Oh, you know what? You know what I want to do? I've got songs loaded up. So here, fucking, I'll turn off my mic. I'll play a song.
Unknown caller.
Rapping and talking about nothing.
Yes, yes, yes. It's the movement. Meta music. Full blast. We're taking this one to the top. Crime, soul. Let's go.
1 to the 2, 2 to the 3, you to the end, get used to me, see? Corn is a beast of a whole nother breed, genetic code reads that of an MC, I spit what I feel.
That's a hell of an idea. Yeah, that's an idea. So, call my cell phone. You got my cell phone number, right? Yeah. Reverend Dom's gonna join us. Because Primo's like, I'm out this bitch. Oh, shit. So, yeah. The Gifted. Okay, I'm constantly getting reminders that I'm supposed to be going live, and I know the video's live, because guess what? There he is.
Dom Sorrentino.
Praise be, Rev. Oh, why the fuck? Oh, you know what? It's because I gotta manually switch it to that. I don't know why, but it should answer like that if I'm on Bluetooth. How's it going, Dom?
It's going. How are you?
Wondering what happened to Primo. I don't know if he went to the bathroom or if he went out to go get Mexican food or what.
I'll tell you what. If you didn't know what his last name actually was, that could be Abraham herniated.
Yeah, something like that. So yeah, I mean, you've obviously seen. So I've got the the 3 logos. Well, the 2 logos for you and Reaper.
Yeah.
And then the RRP logo, and then the show flyer for the 29th, and I'm still deciding how many more layers I want to put across on OBS. We're starting simple and we're getting too complicated. Not complicated, but expanding, I guess.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. So I guess I was gonna jump into it with Primo, but hey, he left. So I guess I'll jump into it with you. Let me go grab it. Yeah. As I knock everything off my fucking desk. My new toy, the H8 from Zoom. I don't know why I bought it. I saw it.
That thing looks cool.
I saw it and I had to have it. I don't know why I had to have it, but I'm like, screw it. I'll buy it. And I was thinking that it was going to be something I can use, especially at that show on the 29th. I'll carry it with me and just randomly get sound bites, or I'll attach it to my camera and, make it the mothership. And that way my camera picks up that audio. And what's today? Oh, today is Monday. I'm like, why am I getting messages from Creative-ish? But yeah, so I picked
that thing looks really cool.
Well, I was
looking at.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I picked it up and I was beginning to play around with it a little bit, and I'm like, well, you know what? Besides being able to record out in the field, this thing can do a number of things that my Rodecaster can do, and I've already got my Rodecaster travel ready, so it's like, well, guess I'll find something to do with this. Here, let me just shove it in your face. Talk.
Well, that's cool with that. I was watching some review videos, and it automatically comes preloaded with a bunch of shit, and it was great.
Yeah.
And you don't have to use those two your own cables if you wanted to,
Right.
and just bam, bam, done.
Hey, look who rejoined us. It's my wife.
Yeah.
Oh, and this broad. I mean, actually, wait a minute. So wait, I said my wife and this broad. So, Primo, your choice. You're either my wife or this broad.
Either or.
I was going to
I'm cool.
apologize for putting the wrong straw in your drink, but I'm not going to apologize for that.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the drink. So I don't know if you've been paying attention for the past couple minutes, but we got Reverend Dom with us now.
Oh, nice. All right. And now it's a proper show. Not much. Just trying to stay cool here in the. It's hot for me. I don't know. What's the temp like over there?
Where, here?
Yeah, you guys.
Oh, it's muggy as fuck down here in Waterbury.
Yeah, in Bristol it's like actually it only says 77, but tomorrow's gonna be fucking nasty. Tomorrow's gonna be like El Cajon, 95 and humid.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I'll be up on the roof.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna be in an attic,
yeah.
aren't you?
No, I won't be in an attic. I'll be out on the roof though.
Oh, on a roof.
Black
on top.
So black
Yeah.
roof.
Oh, yeah, racist.
I gotta run a line set tomorrow.
Yeah.
And now that my wife's home, now my boys are gonna come in here and totally ignore the curtain. See?
There he is. There's the child I baptized.
Yeah, yes, it is. That is the child you baptized. Yeah, David was baptized into the Church of Sinners at a bar.
Of course he was. Why wouldn't he be?
What are you talking
With this alert.
Yeah.
By Sister Lurch.
Sounds appropriate.
Yeah, you know Lurch is a preacher man now, Primo, right?
Yeah.
He's a what now?
He's a preacher.
Like a real preacher?
Like, he went to college for it.
Almost.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Almost.
Huh.
Mommy, the popo's
Studied what?
He's got to pass the seminary school.
Oh, wow. Huh. So, at what level? At what level of education?
Yes, it is. Hey, I accepted a badge.
At what level of education do they teach you to touch little boys?
Oh, Jesus.
When does that come in?
Wow.
Is that part of the? Hey, you brought it
Mommy,
up.
sorry.
Actually, he's going to be a youth
So the broad
minister,
over
too.
here is grabbing a cord that I'm pretty sure doesn't belong to her. And for a reason I don't know what she's doing. And what does she do? She knocks over my Zoom H8.
Oh,
Nice.
wow.
I said I was sorry.
Eek.
Nice.
So what are you doing with that cord?
Ooh.
Because I guarantee that cord is not what you think it
I
is.
thought it was apple.
No.
I need an apple cord in a pocket.
Why do you need an Apple cord? Don't you have one in your car?
I don't know where it went.
All of it.
The last time I
everybody
used it was in your
freaking
truck.
Of course. Okay. Down there on the floor. Brand new.
Yep. Power bank?
What do you need a power bank for?
Because my phone's almost dead and I am doing Instagram.
Live shit. You gotta love it. I thought my children were gonna be the issue, and it's not. Over there, I'm pretty sure I have a power bank. Actually, wait, what did I do with them the last time? Wait, do you need a power bank or do you need a block?
I need a power bank.
Okay.
Holy shit, she's blonde.
Yeah. Okay. Guess what? I got to step away for a second. So you two talk amongst yourselves. I'll go ahead and turn off my mic.
What's going on, Primo?
Nice. Nothing. I'm just glad we didn't have to witness a domestic squabble all of a sudden.
Well, we still may witness it. We just may not hear it.
Oh yeah, exactly. There's that championship belt in the background, right?
Yeah, but no prayer rag.
Oof. Yeah, it just wouldn't be right. Holy shit! So are you still doing your show, or what's going on with that?
Nah, we do I do a podcast now. It's the DIU Escape Crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. About escape rooms.
Oh, nice. I think
Yeah.
Dave had mentioned something about that. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, we've been doing them for the last 3 years now, and
oh, cool.
We've done them we got 230 some odd games played, 80 different companies, nine or 10 different states.
Damn.
So, yeah, we started in Florida. We just came back from New Hampshire. So.
Oh, so you traveled for that too?
Oh yeah, we actually did it just on a whim now, about 3 years ago in Florida. We were out to dinner, and she's like, "Oh, you ever do one?" And I'm like, "No." You want to? Yeah, why not? So we tried it. We liked it, and we just kept doing them since. So we take road trips now. We pretty much did them all in Connecticut. So
nice.
We took a road trip to Jersey back in July. We did about 30 some odd rooms in a week. And then New Hampshire, we did 20 some odd rooms in a week. So it wasn't bad.
Shit, business is good then.
Nah, they're a lot of fun. And then we started the podcast. Well, we started a review show to put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then we just said, screw it. Audio is easier to edit than video.
Oh, dude, yeah, it takes up a lot of time.
It really does.
And gear. All the gear you need. I mean, you can do it cheaper than Dave.
That's another reason I grabbed this, is just in case like someone wanted to do something with me, and wanted audio only, and like for me to travel with it, because I could travel with the Roadcaster. I could travel with the Roadcaster because I've got the portable power. I've got the case. Actually, I got 2 cases. By the way, Dom, did you get a Roadcaster?
I haven't. I'm still using my Behringers.
Okay, because I know Trent from Political Animals got one. I thought you got one too, because I've actually got an extra. I've got an extra power adapter that you can use with a portable battery. That's actually what I took to San Diego.
Oh no.
Yeah, I ended up buying one in emergency because I misplaced it, and when I misplaced it, I actually put it up on the wall so I wouldn't lose it, and I thought I lost it, so I ordered one overnight for like $80. So now I've got 2, and I don't need 2.
That's why I'm looking into the Zoom 8 there.
Yeah.
Because that you could use as everything.
Yeah.
So.
The more and more I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I had the Roadcaster for this. I guess I'll just have 2 devices. I'll have one I keep here, and maybe basically like if I go I don't want to say if, because the only thing that will prevent that is my timely or otherwise death. But when I go back out to the West Coast again, maybe I just might take this in my MacBook. And
That'd be pretty sweet.
And a couple webcams, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm back. Nice little step away there because Tina needed something.
What do you guys would you say you listen to more podcasts, audio only, or more of the watch?
The only podcast. Go ahead. Sorry.
I listen more. I listen to all the Conrad Thompson stuff pretty much.
Yeah.
And some Jim Cornette shit.
The only Conrad podcast I've listened to is 83 Weeks. I haven't started any of the others.
Arn was good, but they just changed it.
Yeah, I heard they changed the format to basically like, instead of looking at past wrestling, it's just basically Arn telling his life story now.
Yeah, that's what it is. And Arn used to be every other week was Ask Arn Anything, and that was a really good one.
Yeah. Have you heard the new Jeff Jarrett one?
I did, and then I just can't stand Jeff Jarrett. So I just can't stand his voice. You could just tell he's lying through half the shit.
Oh, yeah.
You know? And same with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, I can't listen to either. I can't listen to him. He's just annoying.
Yeah. I want to start the other ones, but I'm stuck on 83 Weeks right now. So
83 Weeks is really good.
Yeah.
You could tell he covers up a lot of shit, but I think he forgot a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
So,
Does Does Iron Sheik have a podcast?
No.
I'm gonna tweet Conrad Thompson and be like, hey, you need to fucking have the Jabroni podcast with the Iron Sheik.
I think a while back, I don't know how many years ago, he was on the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's also been on the Howard Stern show a bunch of times. He's hilarious. I mean, I'm sure every day would be an issue, right? I wouldn't want to listen to him every day, but
Right.
he's pretty fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no. I also listen to. I like Jim Cornette. I like his reviews in AEW. His political shit I could deal with, so it's bullshit. But his quest, the drive-through and the experience, it isn't that bad. I just like I really like his AEW critiques because I think he's hilarious. Because he's pretty much spot on with everything he says. So, if anybody actually likes Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, I mean, come on. Most overhyped wrestlers I've ever seen, or gymnastics.
Yeah, they're spot monkeys.
Yeah, and I can't stand watching them. So.
But hey, what do I know? I'm, they're making much more money than I am, and fuck it.
They're just there for the paycheck now, because Tony Khan's father even said, this is his inheritance, however he wants to spend it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you buy a team like the Jaguars, fucking, you don't have a lot of expectations for yourself or your kids, apparently.
Well, hey, at least they had a solid spot for freaking through COVID.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that it's nice when your dad owns the fucking Jaguars in the stadium, and you can use all that real estate to hold your shows in.
Yeah, it was just like WWE when they were doing it at the Performance Center. At least they had a place they could stay.
Right.
It is what it is, and they were able to put up, each show on it every week. But
the one thing I can't wait to get for this is they're actually coming out with a 360-degree virtual VR mic as a capsule replacement to pop, to replace that.
Yeah, they had that for the
what does that even mean?
It's
a VR.
It's 360-degree sound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
it's just a big round microphone at the top that can capture everybody around you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, just in case you want to catch all the sounds of everything around you instead of fucking 90 degrees or 270 degrees or plugging into the fucking XLRs.
Yeah. Huh. So what have you done with that thing yet?
Not
have
a damn thing.
Anything?
Not a damn thing. I've basically talked. I said test 1 2 1 2. I let the kids talk into it a couple times because I kind of wanted to get a feel of what this particular microphone does.
Yeah, of course.
But maybe I'll. I don't know. Maybe I'll. Because the one bad thing about it is, and it was said in one of the reviews that why is it a micro USB jack instead of a USB-C jack? Because if it was USB-C,
right.
I could plug the Rodecaster into it.
Right. And can you get an adapter, or would that work or no?
Probably not, because USB-C is the data
higher powered, right?
Yeah, the data transfer it's a lot more throughput.
Yeah. Huh. That seems like a kind of an oversight on that.
Yeah, and the thing is, the H6N I think is a USB-C, and this was the newer model, and they went with a micro USB. Fucking why? But
yeah, but you can always with the Z8 or H8, whatever, you could always take the line out of that and go right into your Rodecaster.
Yeah, no, and I was gonna do that. Except for the only person who is in the area who would travel to me is currently on the phone.
Sure.
I mean, I might be able to get my boy Doug over here, but if I'm gonna do put this, line it out into the Rodecaster, I've got the Rodecaster. I don't need this. If I needed fucking 10 microphone inputs, then yeah, now I've got the ability to do that, but I can barely get anyone in this house that I'm not related to at the moment. What's up, buddy?
So when you're going to the show, whatever it was this weekend or whenever you said
29th.
Going to the show, yeah, you can strap the field recorder, you know, in a bag or something, and connect a microphone and just interview people.
Yeah.
I mean,
How's
fucking,
that timer doing?
there's plenty of YouTube channels that have been started on less than that, you know. Like, I went to concerts in my town and interviewed people or whatever, you know. That'd be interesting.
Hey, people used to freaking record concerts with tape decks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They were able to sneak them in somehow. Huh? That's nuts.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Shit, you should have. You should have seen fucking the Lurch and Dom setup. I mean, it was simple, but once you followed all the wires, it worked. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's all in the equipment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really.
Yeah, it's just.
I mean, look, we started the Lurch and Dom with just the microphone from the camera.
Yeah.
So, and then
cool.
That's just for that. I mean, that's the way my podcast is set up. It's got all the freaking. I got 4 microphones set up into my Behringer. I got the line coming out from the computer in, so I can hear. It doesn't go out to the feed, but I hear it through my speakers here. So I got monitors. We don't even wear headphones.
Yeah. I prefer headphones just because I like to be able to, you know, like I have my monitor, the monitor out into my headphones loud enough to where I can hear myself, but it's not distracting.
Right.
I think the headphones give it. I think the headphones give it that old school. You still feel like you're doing a radio show type of thing.
Right.
Whereas if you don't have them, I don't know. I feel like it might feel different. You know.
I don't know. I feel like I talk louder when I have headphones on. So,
oh yeah, I feel like I'm yelling right now.
Yeah, and I don't like that.
Right.
So
I just have a loud voice that carries, so I'm used to always sounding like I'm yelling.
Yeah, but I could see like with Dave wearing headphones, because if he had monitors just coming out, then they would backfeed into his microphone. That's a pretty decent microphone, especially as far away as you are. Talk like that, you know. With all my stuff is all Behringer, old school microphones, and I actually talk about 2 inches away from the microphone itself. So.
So modern mics probably have more, like you can be farther away, or you have more of a sweet spot.
Well,
maybe?
That's also a condenser mic, and it's made for that kind of like singing and talking and far away, because you can't be spitting into the mic, you know. But
yeah,
which I have a couple of those laying around too.
So this is like early days, right? This is because nowadays you can walk into Guitar Center and buy a podcasting kit that already comes with everything you need. And so this is, at that time, you just were figuring it out for yourself, huh? I mean, Dave, you kind of did the same thing, you know?
Yeah, when I bought the Rodecaster, I bought it as a kit. The Rodecaster, the 2 pod mics, and the 2 pod mics, 1 set of headphones, although I bought a second set of headphones, and I think I paid a total of $900 for it all.
Damn.
But I mean, I split it into payments, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's a solid. The Rodecaster's solid too.
Yeah, when I first saw the Rodecaster, I'm like, fuck, I need to have that. I'm like, I might not be doing a show with anyone right now. I need to have it.
I don't even want to add up my equipment.
Yeah, if you've been inside anywhere where Reverend Dom lives, you know it's like, yeah, you don't want to know. You don't want to know what he paid.
You don't want to know any of it. But then again, it's also over a 20-year period. So.
Right.
But still, I probably got about $10,000 worth of easy.
Wow.
Over to you. That's just audio equipment. That's not including the computers and everything else I use. But, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Oliver.
Wait for me.
I think I'm the low tech guy of this group then, because I'm using a laptop, an HP laptop, and that's about it. And these headphones. And how did we do it before, Dave? Because I know there's also like you can have a virtual program in your computer and then have a USB, what do they call it? Like a hub to connect microphones and all that stuff. You can even like a mixer, right?
Yeah. When we did our thing, we were using an Alesis 4 USB, although we didn't use the USB part. I had channels 3 and 4 as input and output to the computer sound card.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And we ran everything through the mixer itself.
And then you had headphone jack upon headphone jack upon headphone jack to splitters all the way over for your headphones.
Yep. Quarter inch to, or eighth inch to RCAs. That's what we are. Not RCAs. Eighth inch to quarter inch to the computer, back and forth, and then ran everything through the mixer. Switched the output on the computer to line out instead of the speakers, and that was it.
Yep. Been there, done that.
Oliver, out. Diego, come here, boy. Come here, big boy.
This is like a modern time ham radio, right? Like back in the old timies, they did ham radio, and it was just guys fiddling with equipment, figuring out how it works, and just kind of seeing what you could do, right? Entertain yourself or entertain others.
Yeah.
I'm the
Really,
type. I'm the type of old school person who still wants to buy a ham radio, and I almost pulled the trigger on buying a handheld ham radio, but then I think about it, I'm like, no, because I'm doing the exact same thing with the equipment I already have over the internet, so
Right.
I really don't need it. Diego.
Tom, you were gonna say something?
Oh, he's bad. Yeah, so the reason I want to pick that up is because that Z8, the Zoom 8, whatever, is because I've just been using my cell phone for in the field recording interviews and stuff, and it's a nightmare to freaking edit that audio.
Yeah.
Really? Don't you? Well, you have to convert it, or can't you just pull it off your phone and put it into a program?
If we're not huddled around the phone close enough, it's very low, and I have to go in individually. It doesn't come up individually. It's all one audio.
Now I'm not trying to convince you to not buy the H8, but Zoom actually does have XY mics for to plug into your phone.
Yeah, I saw that, but
yeah, but like, hey, fuck it, go big or go home.
Exactly. If I could do individual tracks on that freaking thing, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
So that's my main thing. That's the only thing I really want it for.
Yeah. So at least, yeah, we seem to have recovered.
Hey, what's going on? The hell's Phil?
Oh, hey, Reaper.
Yo.
Now we got the family here. Now we just need to fucking call Lurch and see what he's preaching nowadays.
Have you caught any of his preachers yet?
No, I'm not that type of person, so I don't pay attention to him.
I do. I think it's fucking hilarious shit.
Oh well, I mean, it's what he is and what he does, and more power to him. It's just I'm still not that type of person, no matter how many friends I have getting into it.
It's just funny to see where he started and where he is today.
Yeah, it's weird, but I mean, hey, like I said, more power to him.
Yeah. At least he doesn't rub it in anybody's face.
Exactly. No, once if he started doing that, it's like, no, you gotta go.
What happened?
Oh, we're talking about Reverend Lurch.
Yeah. How is he? What's he doing?
Preaching
Besides,
the word.
Preaching the word. Not down on the street corner.
Yeah,
I didn't. New Hampshire or something like that.
Yeah, he's in New Hampshire.
Oh well, cool. We know, right?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, you know, let's just look at 8 years ago, okay? No, 9 years ago, because 9 years ago is when I came out here. Okay, 9 years ago, would we have ever seen Lurch doing what he does?
No. Hell no.
Same could be said about, okay, Dom, I think you were doing 9 years ago what you're doing now.
Pretty much.
Primo, can you even remotely see what you were doing now,
Nope.
9 years ago?
Not at all.
I sure as shit didn't think I was going to be selling bingo supplies and basically running my own company.
You raise a good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've all, well, I don't know, Primo, yeah, you're starting to get grays, right?
Oh yeah, I got grays in my beard, all over my hair.
Oh, that's right. I mean, you were like pseudo silver fox when I saw you. I remember that.
I had grays when I was like probably like 10 or 11, man. I'm serious. I don't know why, but
I don't doubt you.
Did.
I don't doubt you. It's just
fucking stressful childhood, man.
I got no crazy, but at least I got a full head of hair and not going bald.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take that.
I'll
take the gray over a big old patch. You know, it's just fucking the personification of sadness, male sadness.
Well, I think I've come to the point, because I actually asked Tina. I said if I were to look like this, and I actually took a picture of someone I worked with who fucking looks like an idiot, with his bald spot and trying to maintain as much hair as he possibly can with a big ass bald spot. I said, if this happens, would you rather me be like this, or would you rather me just shave my head? She's like, please shave your head. I'm like, okay, good. We're in the same spot.
You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. There's no other choice. Like, if you, right, like let's say you ran into the some chick that you used to go out with, and right, that you used to have sex with. Like, she would invent a time machine to go back in time so that she could unfuck you. That's how bad that looks. All right.
The unfuckables.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's awful. It looks horrible. You have to shave it. There's no other choice for anyone trying to maintain some dignity, I guess.
Yeah, because I mean, why are you trying to just stop it? I get people who take shit to regrow their hair or to keep it from falling out. That's one thing. But if you're not going to actively do anything to fix your bald spot, then especially, okay, Hulk Hogan or Paul Heyman, what the fuck?
Just because Heyman still got the 3 strands at the top, he could tie back if he wanted to.
Yeah, so you can still pull this one, like,
what?
The skullet. There's a modern classic for you.
Yeah.
They like the toilet bowl. They like the toilet bowl seat look, you know?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. What else are you gonna do? The moment I start going a little bald, I'm shaving my head completely.
I've got my hairline's always been receding, and I notice it's receded like slightly more over the past few years, but I'm still nowhere near to where I need to shave it.
Are you sure your head didn't grow?
I don't know. Yeah.
His hair is just fine.
Yeah.
Dude.
Promoting it.
You think he's yelling "I love you" at him? Come here, let me love you, son. Oh shit.
I still love my kids.
No,
wait.
it was made for it. That was good. Oh man. Fuck.
Well, nice to see we recovered from the beginning of the show.
Oh, you the fucking royally unprepared. podcasters.
Well, not only were we really unprepared, but like 10 minutes in, you're like, I'm out.
Gotta go.
And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like,
Had to take a call.
I'm like, all right. And then like all of a sudden, oh yeah, you missed it. So you'll have to catch the replay. My kid's school district called and basically said basically said that someone at the high school that Tina went to died, and there's counseling services available. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna let this phone call just play.
Weird.
And then finally, our Lord and Savior Dom posted in the chat room. I can join in if you want. I'm like, that's a pretty good fucking idea. Call my cell phone. And luckily, another thing about the Roadcaster is the Bluetooth. That's why I said, Dom, call my phone, because the phone comes right through.
Wow, that's pretty convenient.
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you do it otherwise if you didn't have Bluetooth?
There's actually a line in on the back made specifically for phones, but why? Bluetooth is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole Bluetooth thing is nice when you're live and stuff, but when you're actually just pre-recording everything, you don't really need it.
Right.
Unless you're going to try to do an interview, but
right. Unless you're trying, unless you're just gonna call up pastors and fuck with them.
Yeah, that's what Skype's for. I don't pay for Skype anymore, and most of the prayer lines are still free to call through Skype.
Wow.
There's an 800 number, it's free.
Well, we're an hour 16. Actually, I started the streaming probably about 10 minutes before we started. So.
Oh, okay. I thought we were in longer.
No, surprisingly, I'm like, wow. Between Tina's interruption of me needing to find her a fucking power bank because she doesn't know how to charge her phone,
right,
to the boys, to you up and disappearing, it's like, oh shit. I figured we were further in myself, but I guess we're not.
A lot of chaos this time.
But yeah, so I posted on Facebook. Anyone watching, listening, or whatever like that, I've obviously got equipment and I want to use it. And Primo said it best. I should use my voice as much as I can, use my equipment as much as I can. So it's like, hey, even if I'm just there supplying the equipment, if you want to get your voice or face out there, fucking hit me up, and I'll put something together, and we'll like, here, Dom, have another show.
Right. That's what the whole.
How many shows do you have?
For. We had 3 or 4 shows at one time.
Right, and then me, I had 2, just late last year. I had, what we were doing with, I did a couple episodes with Dom with the Rusty Razor, and then me and Tommy had 2 Tired Dads Talking Sports.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then Tommy went through what he's going through, and well, that was the end of that. Yeah, I put shit ton of work into that show.
Well, doesn't always work out.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But we got my boy Adam, who fucking is hardcore into wrestling still, even though he's completely given up on WWE after releasing Bray Wyatt. Wow.
That was a messed up movie.
Yeah.
I think he asked for it, and they're just covering it up.
Yeah, like they were saying on Busted Open, there might have been some sort of mental issue there that no one really knows about, and maybe he was just burnt out.
Well, that and the fact that they gave his gimmick to Alexa Bliss, so.
Yeah. Yeah, here's a Blondini bopper. The fucking greatest thing we've had in years, we're going to give it to her.
Yeah, but you know what? I still like her. I like her as that gimmick. I think
yeah,
she does very well.
Yeah, that was. She did pretty good with that gimmick, and even better, I'd still fuck her guts out with that gimmick.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking Ryan Cabrera's fucking lucky man.
Yeah.
So was Buddy Murphy.
Yes, indeed. Primo's over there like, yep, I'm just gonna drink my drink here.
Were there some fights last night?
Yes, there were. There was an interim heavyweight title fight with only coming a couple months off of Francis Ngannou winning the heavyweight title. The whole situation in the UFC is getting really fucking weird. Because here we got Francis Ngannou, who won the title from Stipe Miocic, and they constantly said that, hey, John Jones is going to face him first. And John Jones and the UFC aren't getting along. Francis Ngannou and the UFC are starting to get along, sort of getting along, but whatever. So what do? They give the fucking, hey, we're going to put not a number one contender fight, but we're going to create another interim title, and we're going to put number 2 against number 3. So they had Black Beast Derek Lewis against Cyril Gane, and Cyril Gane fucking walked all over him. But it was slow, it was drawn out, and it was kind of boring, but Cyril Gane can hit like a motherfucker. Francis Ngannou will murder this French bastard. But, and then a few weeks ago, Conor McGregor breaks his leg, and, a couple months ago, Chris Weidman breaks his leg, and fucking all of a sudden, Uriah Hall becomes the first fighter to ever win a fight without ever throwing a strike.
I was not a big. I was over the Conor McGregor thing like 5 minutes after I heard about who he was. He feels like he aged real quick.
Yeah, I mean, once he went and tried to fight Floyd Mayweather and looked ridiculous doing it, it's like, all right,
Wow. Yeah, I don't know, man. The UFC seemed to be like building clout and all that, and I don't know if they still have it, So it's weird.
Hold on.
Then again, I haven't watched this shit in a long time, so there you go. There's that too.
A big, huge issue for me is the main card doesn't fucking start until 10 o'clock out here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Back home, it's like, hey, I don't know what it was. A, I had people over to my house to watch it, or B, the main card started at 7.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, now the main event doesn't start till like 12:30, 12:45 in the morning, and who knows if I'm even awake for that, and I got these damn kids. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting, I'm becoming more get off my lawn than anything else anymore.
Hell yeah. Thank God. Someone has to hold that fort down.
Right.
God damn
it. Speaking of old people, I recently discovered, okay, number one, I always say that I'm happiest. I think I'd be the happiest growing up in the period that I grew up in and living the life that I have now. That said, Pluto TV. Fuck.
Yeah.
I wish I was poor now. Fucking, can you, I mean, okay, so Primo, you know this, fucking, you have no cable, so guess what, you're getting 6, 8, 10, 15, 39, 51, and 69, and guess what, depending on where you live, you're not getting them all.
Hey, don't forget, 12, 21.
Oh, 12, 21, 33, 52,
52 y
yeah.
57, güey.
Yeah, y 37. Oh, no, y 45.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But 12 was my go-to.
So,
12 was my go-to.
Yeah.
Fucking Sábado Gigante.
12 and 33 were the shit. That was the major networks, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the NBC or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all that shit's owned by, except for the Telemundo, because Telemundo is owned by Universal, but all the actual, Mexican television that's based out of Mexico is all fucking owned by Televisa.
Yeah, that's there's a bunch of jokes about that, right? About the monopoly or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You rewind this broadcast 10 minutes, and me and Dom are talking about WWE and wrestling, and you're sitting over there going, meh. And now you and I are talking about Spanish television, and Dom's like, cool, I'm over here.
I thought you
but yeah, so
okay.
so anyway, Pluto TV, okay?
Yeah.
I was a fan of Pluto TV a couple years ago when they came out with the 24/7 American Gladiators channel. I don't watch that now because I have every episode of American Gladiator, so I don't have to wait for commercials or whatever like that. I can watch the episode I want.
Yeah.
Well, now they've got hold on. Now they've got a channel that's 24/7 Bob Barker episodes from the late 70s and early 80s at The Price is Right.
Really?
Really. Like, I
shit.
probably watched like 10 straight episodes from 1982.
Nice.
And I'll tell you one thing, and I posted it on Facebook. He could not get away with half the shit he fucking said. I mean, Diane, one of the more famous models, she was kind of popping out of her fucking blouse, and she was trying to hide it.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there trying to be, kind of coy about it. And Bob's like, "Well, what's going on?" And she's like, "I think I put on a little weight." And Bob's like, "Yeah, and I think we know where you put it on too." I'm like, damn. Oh shit.
Dude, how many like kids grew up looking at those chicks and like, like Vanna White and all that, and those, like, that's your first, like, holy shit, this is a thing.
Yeah.
You start noticing women, right?
Yeah. No, fucking, yeah. The Barker's Beauties were great. Vanna White.
I don't remember.
And especially, like, with my love of game shows, there's kind of obscure ones. Like, her name was Summer Bartholomew. She was on a game show called Sale of the Century. That fucking broad was hot, and she had that sexy voice. Just, oh, God.
And even better, the Mexican shows were even, like, more risque and definitely, like, different cultural standards for sure.
I didn't watch Sábado Gigante for the fucking Cookie Crisp song, dude. All right? Don Francisco was cool, but I was watching it for other reasons.
Yeah, there's other reasons for sure. Fucking very invested. Yeah. To answer your question, that on your video that you said. Yeah. So Chespirito, right? Or Chavo
Yeah.
Ocho?
Yeah.
That's basically what you would watch when you're homesick.
Okay.
I don't know that there was like much of a game show type thing, other than like. When I was older, there were more like dating shows that became a thing.
Okay.
But I don't think there was like anything like that. What I remember being like the Mexican equivalent, I remember like the midday kind of like news shows, like the like Primer Impacto and all the hard-hitting news shows that wanted to show you
El Gordo y la Flaca.
Yeah, all that shit. That's what I remember mostly. And then Cristina, the talk shows and all that. The Mexican Maury Povich and all that.
Did you watch Jose Luis? Jose Luis.
Of course. So it's funny. Like, it went in eras. There were different eras, different hosts that had their time and then disappeared, I guess.
Well, not for nothing.
In general. Oh, go ahead, Dom.
Aside from game shows, just look at all the other shows that are out there. Like freaking Johnny Carson, the shit he got away with compared to what Jimmy Fallon's going to get away with now.
Oh, yeah. David Letterman with all kinds of shit, right? I guess I'm... Go for it.
I don't know what I just walked back into.
I don't either. I thought he was about to say something, but I just keep hearing rattling. I don't know what Dom's up to.
So, someone who will remain nameless, for no other reason than I just don't want to out him, was telling me that I probably would not be a fan of edibles, or any sort of getting high like that, because I'm not in control of my body, and that's kind of a basis of how I am. I like to be in control of what I'm doing. And he doesn't think that I'd really appreciate the benefits over the cons of not being able to be in control.
Well, I mean, I think it's dose dependent. I think that if you ease your way into it and are disciplined about how you use it, I think that it can be just fine. Yeah. So, but the other thing is, you know, there is a psychological aspect with that sort of stuff, where you can convince yourself that you haven't had enough, and then you take more, and then you decide, holy shit.
Right. And that kind of scares me, because like I think I'd be the type of person who's like, okay, you know what, fucking there's edibles here, let me try one. Oh, this shit's bland. I need fucking give me another one. This fucking tastes bland.
But that's the same thing that is kind of like the benefit, right? Because if you can measure it, you can standardize it, and you can decide, I'm going to take this exact same dose multiple times.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than smoking, you have no idea how much you're taking in. So, I mean, I think it's good. But, you know, there are capsules, pills, there are, you know, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So you can, like, cut them up into different pieces. So that's a positive, I guess. But I really think you won't know until you give it a shot, you know?
No, exactly.
I know.
But yeah, and that kind of segues into something else. That when I showed Chuck I got this, Chuck's like, hey, fucking, we need to collab on getting a show together. And I'm like, well, you know, fucking, what do you want to do? He's like, well, we can do whatever we want. I'm like, well, I know what we can do. But, and then I thought, and then I'm thinking, and just randomly, kind of like my inspiration for my tattoo came just like that. All of a sudden I thought of it, and I'm like, the name, High Sobriety. Mm-hmm. You got the guy who's always high and the guy who's never been high. I'm like, what can we do there? That would be interesting.
Probably some good takes there.
Yeah.
Develop that.
And just all of a sudden, like, you know, if that were to become me, you know, me starting to use that, all of a sudden, you know, just be, you know, there's video out floating around the internet of, you know, Dave and Diego freak each other out by staring at each other. Just me running around the house like the cat.
No, I think the thing is, if you dose appropriately, you're not gonna feel, you know, out of control so much as you're gonna feel, you know, loosey goosey. That's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
The problem is always when you take too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
The question is though, are you looking to get high, or are you just looking to chill out?
Right, exactly. Because CBD can help a lot in the chilling out part.
Exactly, without the THC in it.
Exactly, that's true.
You know, so that, you know, you could still be the designated one without ever touching the shit. You know what I mean?
But doesn't that draw the question? You know, if you're not gonna, if you're just wanting to chill out, like someone told me, and I don't remember who it was, but they kind of brought up the question. Well, if you're gonna do CBD without the THC, why even bother? Unless you're doing it for specific pain relief.
Therapeutic benefits, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that almost kind of, you know, it's the same comparison of why do you drink? I don't drink to fucking blah, blah, blah. I drink to get drunk.
But my question, well, okay. How pedantic do you want to be? Like, I mean, how far are we going to push this? I mean, why do you take an ibuprofen? Why do you take any medication?
Yeah.
Why do you drink water? That's a foreign substance that you're introducing to your biological system, right?
I take insulin so I don't end up in the fucking hospital again.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same logic as a guy that, you know, is steady shooting heroin, but then you talk to him about the COVID vaccine, and all of a sudden he's like, whoa, 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 I don't know what's in there. Well, wait a minute.
That's a good one.
What do you mean? Yeah, black tar's great. I don't know about this COVID vaccine.
The COVID vaccine hasn't been approved by the FDA. Neither is your fucking heroin.
Well, yeah, if you
But
get
your
too much
methadone,
shit, right? if you get the Bayer brand heroin, right?
Yeah.
Back in the whenever it was, but the 1930s.
Yeah, fucking FDR, dude. FDR was on some heavy shit.
Yeah. Fucking nuts.
See, that's see, herein lies the problem with trying to get a new show together with someone, because it's like, that's why I've had a couple people like, hey, let's do this. It's like, okay, what are we doing? Are we doing something in general? If we're doing something in general, and you want to involve me, there's really no reason for me to go off of what I already do and call it new, because it's just a different thing.
It's a progression of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's exactly. So instead of creating a brand new show called, and this is between a friend of mine, Crush and Flush, where we're basically doing the same thing that I do on the Rusty Razor podcast, why would I not just have you on the Rusty Razor podcast?
Exactly.
It's kind of like how me and Primo became me, Primo, and Tommy, became me and Tommy, became me and Primo again, became everyone but Primo, became DIU, Lurch and Dom live broadcast came first. I did the Rusty Razor with the exact same people in the room. But now that the Rusty Razor is more general bullshit than a timeline, because the things we don't do anymore, we haven't done any news, only honestly because the news fucking sucks. I imagine if there's something in the news, there'd be something in the news. We don't do MMA anymore because it's, number one, it's really hard to keep up on anything, and number two, I don't watch a lot of it because all of it fucking starts at 10.
Hey, Dad.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Don't say with the wrestling. Wrestling has gone downhill in the years that you've done it.
And like the good, apparently the good wrestling is NWA Power, which you have to pay to watch.
Can I have some of
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Oh, fuck. Wait, you can... Wow, wait a minute.
Monday night.
What happened? Uh-oh.
Yes, I would.
I'm gonna seem like a horrible father, but I don't know if my kids have had dinner. I think they have. Here, you know what? Hold on.
Oh boy, the pressures of being on air, huh? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a fluid situation. I hate to use that word, but the Rusty Razor has kind of been a lot of different things. Even though, I mean, I don't even remember how it started, really. We just, Dave and I were hanging out after work, I believe, and I don't know how the idea to actually make it a show or make it a weekly thing or a scheduled thing.
Love you.
Love you too.
I don't remember much of that. Dave, I'm sure, remembers every detail of it because he has steel trap memory, and we are opposites. Mostly.
The Rusty Razor podcast came about because after From Face to Heel went under.
Oh, I forgot all about that. You're right. That's a great name, by the way.
Yeah, that was not my name that came up with. That was actually Dan and Julie.
Oh,
Which is why I didn't use it again, because I'm like, that was a great name. That was all you guys. I've been told that I can use that name if I so choose, and that would be great if I were to do a wrestling show.
You and Dom can do a wrestling show.
I'd have to watch a lot more wrestling.
So would I.
Yeah, see? So,
I mean, I do watch it once in a while, but not enough.
So after I bought the Alessa's mixer while I was still doing From Face to Heel. And once I was not doing that, I still had this mixer literally collecting dust. And Primo and I probably talked about something. And it's like, well, let's fucking record something. Let's do something, you know? I think, because that's probably, when we started it was when, the fuck's his name? Phil DeFranco. That's when we started watching him at work.
Oh, Wow.
It's like, why don't we, I'm like, we're not going to make it big. We're not going to be famous or anything like that. Let's just put something together and fucking talk. Because guess what? Talking, and it's like I said when we first started doing this again, putting your voice out there for me is therapeutic. It's me expressing pressure, just like, you know, just blah, you know, getting it out there.
So it's a release valve.
Yeah. And I
you
remember
also started it as an audio show.
Yeah, and then I remember
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And I remember, like, because before we even started doing it, all of a sudden I was literally in the shower at my place on West Park or West Chase Avenue in El Cajon.
West Chase.
Yeah, I was in the shower and I thought about it and I'm like, wait a minute, it's Primo. I used to call him Emo Abe when I first met him. I'm like, the Rusty Razor Podcast. Done.
Great name. Great name. But where did the idea to even do a show or a podcast or anything like that?
Probably for the fact that you came over to my house. I don't want to say all the time. You came over often. There were many times you came. Yeah, even like for bullshit reasons. We'd fucking sit there and watch episodes of South Park for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
You didn't believe anything existed east of the 15, and I had to show you that hey, there's a city out here with 105,000 people. There is something past the stadium.
Yeah, who knew?
Right?
Who knew?
So,
and oddly enough, that stadium is now gone.
Yeah, that stadium's fucking gone.
Yeah. Outlived that fucking stadium.
So, I mean, you came out there, we hung out. The best part of that place was I had a 7-Eleven right next door, so you'd go to 7-Eleven, get some Arizona iced teas, and just fucking cruise on over to my place. And we watched, we just hung out. We played video games, we did random shit, we hung out, and all of a sudden we started talking. It's like, well, why don't we put something together and just talk? And then, that turned into what it did. I move out here, and when I went to visit you in April, and listen to me, I came to visit you. That's the only reason I went to California, just to visit you. We'll inflate your ego a bit, all right?
Your mom's crying right now. What are you doing?
But so, when I brought over all the equipment, and you're like, I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to just to pick up, but it's been so long since I did it. And we started recording, and within 5 fucking minutes, boom, he's back into that mode. I'm like, I knew it was gonna happen. Like I always say, the one of the worst things, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a person who lives by what if, especially with children. I have my kids, so what ifs could seriously change that dynamic. But one of the really bad things I always consider is by the time because you and I clicked when we started working at Sony. It wasn't a right away thing, but it there was, because you came back when I was on my first contract. You had worked there. And I was, I was already in my first contract. And all of a sudden, we found a common ground. I don't know what it was. Making fun of Andy, it might have been. Who the fuck knows?
Probably. Yeah.
So we found a common ground. And the only thing that sucks, really, about the life situation that I have right now is by the time you and I really found a groove, I moved out.
Yeah. Wow. A certain cheetah tattooed lady
fuck that broad
to the East Coast.
If she wasn't if she didn't get pregnant with David, that'd be a whole different conversation now.
Yeah.
What?
I gotta have a...
Look at this guy. He's got his Bluetooth headphones and he thinks he's gonna join in the show. But I really, really, really hate to do this, but I am going to have to call it right now because I do have to go get my kids fed.
Yeah?
Gotcha.
They know they want everything they want from McDonald's.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
So here's the funny thing. Before we go, here's the really funny thing about this. We're August 9th. The previous episode was 8 days ago. I remember when you said you wanted to do this. You're like, oh yeah, the first Sunday of every month. So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna do one episode a month. I'm like, that ain't gonna fucking last. I'm like, it's not because of me, because I'll do it as often as I fucking I feel or whatever. But I'm like, you know what? I get he's got responsibilities. I get that his life is completely different than it was back in 2011 and 2012. I get that. I understand that. I accept it because guess what? Here I am. There he is. There that he is. But I'm like, he's only gonna want to do this once a month. I'm like, I think that's not gonna happen. And here we go. Here Primo comes right now. He's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this until Labor Day, so we're out.
And Labor Day is how we get to the dinosaur.
What about dinosaurs? I'm not that old.
Yeah, I'm older than him, but fuck Dom.
So two things. One,
I am that old.
No. Well, that's if you're a dinosaur, you don't even have to climb on the roof. You're just there. Dad joke. Sorry.
That's a dad joke. That's what you've become.
But I was gonna say, when you said right now, and guys, I'm gonna have to call it. My brain immediately started. All right, when are we doing this again? When do we do this again? Come on. I mean, that's where my brain's at, right? So,
and see with me, and I hate to cut you off. I fucking because that's one of my pet peeves. I hate when people do that, so I really feel bad when I do it. My schedule, I'm still not full time at work right now because the business doesn't demand it yet. But basically, I come home and I take care of my kids, except for right now because apparently I thought Tina fed him. I know Tina fed David. He hasn't come and asked me for anything. I'm pretty sure she probably fed Oliver too. Oliver's just bullshitting because he wants McDonald's. But
the old Vader trick.
Yeah, but like I come home, I get the kids taken care of, and either they'll go do their own thing in their room or in the living room, and I'll either be in the living room or I'll be in here. It's like, okay, what am I gonna do? I'm bored. Fuck, I'll find something to do.
And I know that you have it. You know that I get much too stuff. You know.
I love that button.
I don't remember the exact date, but sometime in the middle of August, I am starting school again, so that'll eat into some of this time. But I enjoy doing it, so I'm sure we'll figure something out and make it happen. And Dom, if you can join, that's cool too. Thank you for being here today.
I'm usually around.
Yeah, and I've been able to do remote with Dom. So I mean,
nice.
I can find some room for him down here in this corner.
And who knows? I know.
Just put me in right where the ad is. It's one of the ads.
Yeah, there you go. We'll remove Club Super Taco Loco, and it'll just be a small picture of Dom.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, we gotta go. I gotta go feed my kids. Damn these fatherly responsibilities.
Nice talking to everybody.
All right, you too.
All right, Dom.
Take it easy, everyone. We'll see you later.